First, let me preface this video with saying, yes, I know I'm driving, yes, I know this isn't a good idea, and yes, I know I didn't have a hand on the wheel at that time, but my knee was, so it's okay. I drive a lot. Commuting students probably would be able to, I guess empathize, not even, relate to me, as I have a loss of words there. But, to future students going into this course, just know you're going to be pushed a little bit outside of your comfort zone, which is a good thing. And yes, it might be awkward at first to do some of the warm-ups and activities that Alan would have you do. Eventually, by the second or third week, you get used to it and you start having fun with it. And you get comfortable with all the people in the class. It's a very small class, which I love because it felt more personal, almost. Which, I mean, I understand that's the main reason small classes are a thing. But it's a fun class. It's not very taxing on you. There's not very long tests. Most of your grades come from your presentation, so make sure you do well on those. And he doesn't grade very hard either. And just something I would have liked to know going into the class was how should I phrase it? Unique the professor was, and how out of the ordinary his teaching methods were. But they were still more effective than most of my other classes, than all of my other classes I've taken. I've never had a class that was more effective at teaching me what I needed to and getting me to enjoy the class. I thoroughly enjoyed this class, and I wouldn't go back and change anything about it. It's honestly a very well run class. Okay, I lied. I would change something about it. I don't think the textbook is needed, but that is just me. I'm sure many of other students have benefited from the textbook very much. I bought the textbook. Yes, I got it for $20 used at, I think, Book Holders. And $20 is $20. Yeah, whatever. I can always give back to them and make like $5 back. Okay, woo. So it's not that much to spend. I'm sure if you actually use it and took the time to use it, it would be helpful. In my daily life, I'm very crammed for things between working almost full-time at a bagel shop and being a full-time student, taking 15 to 19 credits a semester. I don't have a whole lot of time to go into depth on textbooks and try to figure out how to use them, what's beneficial in them and all that. I just usually, like most of my other classes, you read the textbook, it has information and you get the information. This one was very interactive, which is a positive towards it, but it also could be seen as a negative, as in my case, where I didn't have time to interact with the textbook. I just needed to make sure I had a good presentation, and that at home with all my other classes, I was only able to spend maybe 1 to 2 hours a night on this class. And yeah, I mean, most of my presentation grades, I think my first presentation grade was an 85. And then the final, that was an 81, but that's just because I did worse in the final presentation, which is understandable. I may have done the same, and just no improvement caused my grade to go down because I should have improved a little bit. But that was my first presentation in the class. Going into the class, my anxiety was out through the roof with anything public speaking related. And as the class went on, I became more comfortable with it. Yes, some of that might have been due to just being more comfortable with the people in the class, which I fully understand. And stick me up in front of a bunch of random people, I might not be able to do the same thing as I do in front of the class. But yeah, whatever, I'm rambling now. But yes, just go into the class with an open mind and just get involved. Don't sit there and just like act awkward, trying not to look goofy and trying to be cool. Just be goofy, be you, and just enjoy the class. It's a great class, and that would probably be all I gotta say to the future students. And yeah, all right.